Hello and welcome, creative friends. Today I want to share something very special with you. Right here on this table are 5 years of Junk Journal July journals. Looking at them all together feels a little surreal. Every single one is different. The construction is different, the materials are different, the techniques are different, and honestly, each one represents a different stage of my creative journey. As I was laying them all out in front of me, I realized that these journals tell a story. Not just the story of creating journals, but the story of learning, growing, experimenting, making mistakes, and discovering what creativity means to me. And that's exactly what I love most about creative challenges. They give us permission to explore. They give us permission to try something new. They give us permission to fail, learn, and grow. When I look at these journals, I don't just see paper and fabric and glue. I see years of learning. My creative journey actually started long before my first junk journal. Around 2015, I rediscovered crocheting. At this time, I wasn't thinking about becoming a content creator or sharing my creativity online. I simply needed a creative outlet. Crocheting became a form of self-expression for me. It was calming, it was grounding, and it reminded me that creating something with my own hands made me feel alive. From crocheting, my interest slowly expanded. I became curious about journaling, then art journaling, and eventually junk journaling. What drew me to these creative practices was the freedom they offered. At the time, I was going through a very difficult and challenging period of my life. Like many people, I was searching for something that could help me process my emotions and make sense of what I was experiencing. Art became that place for me. Creativity became that place for me. For me, art isn't about making something perfect. It's not about impressing anyone. It's not about being the most talented person in the room. Art is how I process emotions. It's how I work through difficult thoughts. It's how I reconnect with myself. And honestly, it has helped me more than I can put into words. Then came 2021. That was the year I participating in my very first junk journal July. I remember watching Meg journals and feeling so inspired by what she was creating. Back then, I was absorbing every bit of inspiration I could find. Her videos encouraged me to stop overthinking and simply start creating. So I decided to make my own concertina-style junk journal. Looking back now, it's funny to see how limited my supplies were. My skills were limited too. I didn't have fancy tools. I didn't have a huge craft room. I didn't have endless materials. But what I did have was excitement. I had curiosity, and I had the willingness to try. And honestly, that's all you really need. Over the years, I kept showing up for these creative challenges. Some journals turned out better than others. Some pages worked beautifully, others didn't work at all. But every single journal taught me something. Every year I learned a little more. Every year I became a little braver. Every year I understood my own creative style a little better. And one thing I realized while flipping through these journals is just how far I've come. I've never shown these journals on YouTube before. They've mostly been personal records of my creative journey. But seeing them all together made me appreciate the growth that happened over these years. Not just artistic growth, personal growth too. These journals have been companions through many different seasons of life, and I'm incredibly grateful for that. Over time, I've also learned something very important. I've learned what I enjoy creating. I've learned what supports my creativity, and I've learned what doesn't. Speaking of that, I want to be honest with you about something. Lately, I've been working with a lot of printables. Now, this is absolutely not a criticism of anyone who loves using printables. If they inspire you and bring you joy, that's wonderful. But speaking only for myself, I noticed something happening. The more I relied on printables, the less creative I felt. Instead of feeling inspired, I started feeling disconnected from my own creativity. And eventually, it reached a point where I honestly questioned whether I even wanted to continue with my YouTube channel. That's a difficult thing to admit. But I think it's important to be honest, because creativity should feel alive. It should feel personal. It should feel meaningful. And somewhere along the way, I realized that I had drifted away from what originally brought me joy. I found myself comparing my work to larger channels. I found myself trying to keep up, trying to do more, trying to create faster, trying to produce more content, and eventually I realized something. I don't want to be part of that rat race anymore. I simply can't keep up with the big channels, and honestly, I don't want to. What I want is something different. I want this channel to feel like a safe haven, a place for normal people. People like you and me, people who have life outside of their craft rooms, who don't have unlimited time, people who don't have unlimited budgets, people who create because they love creating, not because they're trying to sell something, not because they're chasing trends, not because they're trying to be perfect, just because creating makes them happy. That's the direction I want to continue moving in. If you've watched my recent video about my June journal, and I link it below, you may have already noticed some changes. There have been quite a few shifts in my creative process lately, and those shifts feel right. They feel authentic. They feel more aligned with who I am and what I want this channel to be. And that's exactly how I want to move forward. So as we begin another Junk Journal July together, I hope you will come along for the journey. Over the next few days, I'll be sharing how I created my journal for this year's challenge. I'll show you the process, the ideas, the materials, and all the little creative decisions that went into it. Most importantly, I hope to encourage you to create right alongside me. Whether you're an experienced journal maker or completely new to junk journaling, you're welcome here. There is no right way to create. There is no perfect journal. There is only your journal, your story, your creativity, and your journey. If that sounds like something you'd enjoy, I would love for you to join me. Please give this video a like if you enjoyed spending this time with me. Subscribe to the channel if you'd like to follow along with this year's Junk Journal July adventure. And let me know in the comments, how long have you been journaling, crafting or creating? I genuinely love to hear your story. Thank you so much for being here. Happy creating, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next video.